guests, that's why I have them on, yeah. Neither can my guests, that's why I have them on, yeah. Neither can my guests, that's why I have them on, yeah.
Welcome to another episode of I Can't Make This Up. I'm your host, AJ Dunk, all caps. You can find me at ajdunk.com. From there, you got everything. My Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube page. Only thing that's not on there is my Snapchat. The name on there is Wet Laugh. Feel free to follow me, interact with me, and get some streaks going, whatever it may be. I have a special guest here with me. All my guests are special if they're taking the time out of their day to share a story or share something on I Can't Make This Up. So I appreciate it greatly. So guests, if you would, please introduce yourself.
I'm Steve, a Jersey City open micer, formerly.
You didn't say it with much confidence.
Yeah, well, the place can't care no more, so.
I feel you. All right, so Steve told me that he has a story to share, so I don't know what he's going to say, but I'm ready to hear it.
Oh, man, you don't even know. Plenty of Fish, like the online dating stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I met this girl off of Plenty of Fish, and this is well over a year ago. We started talking on the site, talked there for a little while. We exchanged numbers, and we would talk and text like almost every day, but we could never meet up. The timing was never right. Finally, after a couple months, she was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Ended up hanging out with her. All right. Well, long story short, she was an alcoholic that fell off the wagon, and we went to watch a movie. And every 5 minutes, we had to pause the movie so she could take the dogs out or feed the dogs, or go to the bathroom. And I could notice she was getting kind of off, she didn't seem right.
Uh-huh.
She ended up at one point going into the bathroom, and I could hear exactly what she was saying because the bathroom wasn't far from where we were, hanging out. She's yelling at herself in the mirror, loud as hell. She's like, "You're disgusting. You're filthy." I'm like, oh my God. I was going to text my sister or somebody to be like, "Yo, call me and get me out of here," but my phone was charging on the other side of the room. She comes in, and 10 minutes later, she was like, I got to feed the dogs again. All right, whatever. She's downstairs, comes back up, and is staggering. She fell in the doorway coming in the room. I'm like, oh, I got to get out of this situation. She sits down, and she's sitting, next to me, but damn near, on top of me.
Uh-huh.
She starts, kissing my neck, and she's saying some really, really hard shit. I can't even repeat what she was saying, but it was good. It was definitely good. Now, if she wasn't tore up from the floor up, it would have been on. So she starts, kissing all up on my neck and feeling all over me. And, she went and grabbed a handful and said some rather choice things. And a lot of guys are going to call bullshit on this, but I was like, I can't do anything with you. I'm like, she couldn't even talk. She was slurring.
Respectable.
Bad, man.
Respectable. So how'd you get out of the situation?
Well, I shot her down, and, I said to her, I'm like, it's not because, I wouldn't. I'm like, but, you're wasted. And I'm like, I got a young daughter. I got a sister. I got a mother. I'd want to kill somebody if they took advantage of, a female I know.
Yeah, understandable.
So, I am a good guy like that. I'm a pig in every other aspect, but in that way I'm a good guy. So she goes into the bathroom and starts yelling at herself again. So I'm up trying to get to my phone as fast as possible. She's yelling, "You're a disgusting whore. You're a fucking whore." And I'm just trying to get the hell out of there. She staggers back in, sits down, and starts in again. I'm telling you, I can't make this up. So I stop her again, and I'm like, listen, I'm really not going to do anything because, I don't. She was living with her father and her brother. It shows how well I pick her. She got a DUI, right?
Yeah.
She got in a DUI and lost her license, which I knew. Her and her husband were like at the tail end of a divorce, so that's why she was living back with her dad. And I don't fault people for situations that happen in life. I'm going through my own shit.
Yeah.
So, I was just kind of taking everything in stride leading up to it. What the hell did I know? I was out of dating for a decade, man.
Uh-huh.
So, we ended up going and hanging out, and I'm just, like, telling her, I can't do this. Like, I'm like, God forbid I'm in the middle of railing this chick. She's, like, passed out, and, her brother or father comes home. I don't need that kind of headache.
Yeah. So you stayed the night?
So, no. I'm like, I'm really not doing this. And she looks at me. She's like, you're not going to do this? I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this. He was like, so go the fuck home.
Wow.
All right. Thank you.
So
I got my get out of jail free card. So I get up. I start putting my boots on. I didn't have my one boot halfway on. But where are you going?
Yo.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, for real, dude.
Yeah, I would have left my boots there.
Nah, man. They were my work boots.
Listen, listen. I don't think you can wear work boots in jail, man. I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't figure that.
Because the way
I didn't figure that at the time.
Because if she, first of all, did you see the dog? How big was this dog?
No, she had 2 or 3 dogs, and one of them was really big.
Well, okay, so then maybe that dog needs to be fed every 5 minutes. Okay. Because I would have questioned, like, no dog needs to be fed this much. And then when she is going into the bathroom, yelling into the mirror, did you ever go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I actually went into the bathroom at one point. Like, I didn't have to go, but I'm like, all right, what is in here? Like,
yes.
What is going on?
Did you pull back the shower curtain to see if somebody was back there?
Hell yeah, I did, man. I had a clenched fist, too.
Good move. So maybe she was filming the remix of Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. Maybe that's what she was trying to do.
Oh, man. It was crazy. And, when I'm, like, finally leaving, she starts crying. She was like, nobody likes me. Nobody wants to hang out with me. And I'm like, listen. I'm like, I'm going to go. You just lay down and relax. I'm like, just because I didn't know what the hell this girl was going to do,
Yeah.
And I went out of my zone, like I normally go for, younger than me, like definitely legal.
Uh-huh.
But, not normally older than me. And, she was a couple years older, and I was like, maybe something different is what I need. Nope.
So what you learned from Plenty of Fish is that there's plenty of fish out there and you can catch one, but you might want to throw it back.
Oh, you're going to throw a lot of them back. I don't normally call it Plenty of Fish because people are just like, oh, you want POF? I'm like, yeah, I call it Plenty of Fuck Ups because that's all it is on there.
Oh man, yo, so did you talk to her after that day?
Yeah, like I finally am able to get out of there, and on the way down the stairs, she slapped me in the back of the head.
What? Oh boy.
Yeah, and I stopped dead in my tracks, and I turned around, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, did you just slap me in the back of my head? She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So my sister through all of this had texted me like, hey, how's everything going? And I didn't answer her.
See? So when you were looking earlier for your sister to call you and save you, she was doing it the whole time.
No, because she had done this, like, the time that she had texted me was when she had come in the second time after she was calling herself a whore. But I was just trying to get out of the situation, and I finally got out of the house. I got in my truck. I locked the doors. I started it, and I just texted her back. I'm like, all good on the way home.
Wow. So actually, what you did get, you got plenty fish within one fish, because that girl was being so many different people for you in that one night.
No, man, I'm not even kidding. I was ready for her to walk in the room at one point and just go, "There is no only Zool."
So, do you still have a Plenty of Fish account?
Yeah, unfortunately, I do. Hey, man, social media rules the galaxy now, I still go to bars with friends and everything, but, it's not like it used to be, So, yeah, I mean, I still got a Plenty of Fish account. I mean, I met a couple people after her. Actually, the girl that I was dating for about 6 months, we met on there.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's not all bad, but you got to go through a lot of crazy ones to do it. Oh, man. I just thought of another one. Next time you're doing one of these and you need somebody, I got another story for you.
All right. I got you, man. I got you. In the meantime, you make sure that you're fishing in the right pond, and you walk away safely.
Man, my head's on a swivel on that site. And I don't just look at pictures and respond to people. I actually read the profiles and all that stuff, because I want somebody that's into some of the same stuff I'm into.
I got you.
Damn, man.
She was into everything.
Crazy.
She had multiple people, so she was into everything.
No, yeah, she really was, and we were into the same music and same movies. So, when we started talking, we could just talk,
Yeah, because she could talk to herself, so of course she could talk to somebody else.
Damn, man, where were you at this time? I could have used this logic. Man, the things you learn, because looking, like I said, I've told that story on stage once, and man, the things you learn looking back on it. I had every fucking red flag that you could have had. They were like, get away, get away.
It's all right. It's all right. Sometimes we have to go through a lot of red flags just to get to another red flag. So
yeah, exactly.
It's okay. It's all right. I understand. So, Steve, man.
Yes.
Whew, would you like, if there's anybody listening, would you like them to contact you on Plenty of Fuck Ups?
What, any females?
Yes.
I was going to say, I'm not on the same team. I don't go on both sides. Any females? Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Well, I'm sure they'll hear it on the podcast. So,
ladies, if you are just rewind and you can get his information, and he told you where he's located, just have less red flags than what he went through. I don't want him to be throwing back a fish that has multiple heads and conversations with himself. He's already done that. So, be nice to my man, because he was very, very respectable. I definitely give you props on that, sir. Because that was a move that not most men would walk away from. I would have, because I see the trouble from there. And next time, leave your boots if it gets to that point. All right?
Yeah, man. I'm definitely not taking the boots off anymore. They stay on.
Yeah. Yes. Learn from black guys in porn. Keep your socks and your shoes on all the time.
Oh, that's it. But man, I tell you what. Every time I meet somebody and I encounter a new psychosis on that website, my profile gets a little longer. Pretty soon, I'm gonna have to pay premium just to finish my profile.
Hey, if that's what you need, then that's what you gotta do, my man.
Nah, man, come on. You think I'm gonna pay to take that abuse? It's a free site, so I just deal with it.
All right. So there we have a real story from Steve. Thank you for coming on and sharing that with me.
No problem, man. I guess I should give my POF name just in case there's
there we go.
That wants to check it out.
See if those fish want to bite.
The Lodi Misfit.
The Lodi Misfit?
That's it.
All right.
I'm originally from Lodi.
There we go. So there you have it. So I'll talk to you, and I'll do a follow up to see what's going on. All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, man.
All right, take it easy.
All right, peace.
Later.
So there we have it. There are plenty of fish out there, but you're not always trying to catch them, because he caught a fish that did not need to be caught. That fish could amuse itself hour after hour, day after day, year after year. Like, if she's in the bathroom talking to herself and you go in there and check, that's a sign. And if she's feeding her dogs every couple minutes, keep your boots on. That's one thing that you learn. Keep your socks, shoes, boots, all footwear on, because you never know when you have to exit the situation. Again, thanks for listening. The name is AJ Dunk, all caps. You can find me at ajdunk.com. From there, you can see my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Only thing that's not on there is my Snapchat. The name on that is Wet Laugh. That's the only exception. Add me on there. I'll add you back. We can get some streaks going. Show me some funny stuff. Last time, the name's AJ Dunk, all caps. Don't forget, laughter's always in style. And let them know, ma.